Good. How was work today?
It's normal. I hate
Just
that.
But Dad, isn't it time for illegal ham interface? But bro, where's the banjo?
What is going on, everybody? I am that fat guy, and we are here with another episode of Illegal Ham to the Face. We here as soon as we hit 100, we're 10 away from 100, boys. But as soon as we hit 100, we are not going to number them anymore. All right, we are going to go and just put a title to it. We'll just go from there. I got Brian having some technical issues right now. Oh, there he is. Let me bring him in. Do you got your headphones on, Big Brian, or no? No headphones, huh? All right.
They're
Let's bring
connected
in
to my phone, and as soon as you have me in, it just goes to the phone like this. So, whatever, I'll make it work.
We're going to have to get you. You're going to have to get a setup, bud.
I don't know what the heck. I just all of a sudden, I don't know if it was a phone update or what, but yeah, my earbuds, my headphones are connected to my phone until I get into studio, and then they go to crap.
We'll get you. We'll get you a big
I
brass.
blame StreamYard.
Yeah, you can. I understand. I understand. Hey, they screwed us up last week. We had a. I mean, everybody can hear us. If you're watching right now, please comment and make sure our microphones are straight, because when we were live last week, it was a need to say less a shit show starting out right out of the gate. We had microphone issues, people cutting in and out, and it was quite testy. But we definitely gotta. Let me bring in my cousin Vinny. Vinny, are you
Thank
done?
you. Yes. Call me voice, Vinny.
There he is.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
So we get my cousin Vinny back on the camera here.
Oh, yeah.
But we had a great time at Mr. B's. So first off, let's get that shout out of the road. And James, thank you so much. Everything's working all good. So yeah, we had a great time at Mr. B's. We had so many people there. The food was fantastic, and that place was packed, Bri.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we had friends, family. Ava came with Ashlyn.
Yep.
We had we had a one percenters bike club there. That kind of very nice guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Very nice guys. They helped me load up the Equinox with all of our stuff at the end of the night.
Great.
We had the fluffer took the one chip challenge on the dog table. Felt bad for that one. And
I missed that.
yeah, you
Was that live?
we tried to get it live. It wasn't live. It was off to the side after we closed everything down. We were packing up stuff, and him and Toby had a bet. And for him to get out of that bet, he had to eat the one chip challenge if he wanted out of that bet.
Finish the whole thing.
Well, Toby bet him that, if you lose a 9-ball match this session, you owe him $100. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. So, he had to win 9-ball the entire session. Well, Toby goes, you went out of that bet? Here we go. There's the one chip. Have fun. And I'll tell you what, he took it like a champ. He really did. I mean, he ate it. He got a little bit of milk afterwards. But man, oh man, I was not even. Plus, we got Justin Masters. We're mailing one out to Justin Masters, and he's doing it live on the dogs table for us.
That's
Wow.
So it's going to be crazy. But like I said, we had a great time. The food was fantastic. We had a Mr. B's burger. We had a chicken quesadilla.
Oh, yeah.
Brian had a pepperoni pizza there.
Yeah.
We had chicken tenders. We had onion rings, and I finally got a hold of the fried tortellini. Oh my Lord, was that good?
Right. Who'd have thunk it?
So if you guys want to, now I did not put that video on YouTube of Fat Boy Tuesday. I will as soon as I get it cut. But if you guys want to check it out, go to our Twitter page at Ham Illegal or our Facebook page, and we have it on there as Vinny adjusts his microphone.
Why not?
So, gentlemen,
Camera.
other than Mr. B's, do we have any other shout outs this week? Brian, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah. I mean, I guess my shirt will say it all. Simply put, the GOAT retiring. And, I know a lot of people don't like him because he went to Michigan or whatever. Like, he wasn't that great at Michigan to where, Ohio State fans should hate him as much as they do. I know why you hate him, because I bring him up all the time as the trump card in the rivalry. But, yeah, in regardless if you love Michigan, if you love the Patriots, if you love the Buccaneers, whatever, you got to appreciate what he did. I don't think we'll ever see that again in our lifetime. Winning that many titles and, still having your fastball into your 44th year on this earth. So it's pretty remarkable. And to give, if you are an Ohio State fan, if you are a Browns fan, to give you some, put a smile on your face a little bit, just think how he's going to overshadow this guy over here, over my right shoulder. Nobody's going to even remember this dude's name when he goes into the same class as Tom Brady in 5 years. So that'll be kind of cool. Canton won't get overtaken by only Steelers fans. So, yeah. Afterthought. Keep crying back there.
I think he did it on purpose, Bri. I think he retired on purpose just to one up Big Ben.
Just to overshadow. Yep. I like it. I thought he had another year in him, and maybe he does still, because I thought he wanted to play till 45. And, obviously leading the league in yards and touchdowns. He's still got, he's still top 5 guy, but when it's your time, it's your time. You hang it up. So, yeah, that was my first shout out. My second shout out will be I went to a local bar restaurant for the games on Sunday. We were thinking about doing like a Top Golf thing, but it was too cold for that. So we ended up doing bowling beforehand. And then we went to a place in Richfield called Whitey's Burgers and Booze. And it's a pretty cool place. If you're ever in the area, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, they got a real nice patio and a sand volleyball court out there. So really good food too, and good beer specials. So if you're in that area, yeah, check out Whitey's in Richfield. I think it's close to 303.
Hey, when you go out to these places, I'll get you a business card. We gotta start getting into some different places, bud.
That would be one to definitely check out. It's pretty cool. I'm telling you. I mean, it's not like the Foundry where it's got that much going on, but it's a bigger place, and yeah, that back patio, that was pretty cool.
So before we get into Whitey's,
yeah.
Before we get into May 5th, May 14th, we're doing that Top Dog tailgate for the City Dogs of Cleveland. There's going to be a lot of people there. Plus, it's Jay's 40th birthday, so you got to show up.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But also, Jay and Craig have come up with a February, I think it's the 19th. They're going to try to get down at Push Bowl Social, and they are trying to get all Cleveland podcasts together to mingle, have a good time, and just set up a fun time downtown. So, still, the dates can change, the time can change, but as of right now, we're trying to get a lot of people to go to that and just kind of network and everybody just have a great time together, because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all fans. So,
do you know what day of the week that is?
That is a Friday. That's
Friday the 19th. Okay.
Friday afternoon. So,
cool.
But that might change. But Vinny, do you have any shout outs?
Two shout outs actually. This weekend here, this past weekend, we went to the House of Blues to go see Bad Fish, which is a cover band for oh man, I'm gonna miss it.
Is it a Pink Floyd?
No.
Oh, Sublime.
Nice.
So yeah, no, they rocked the house. We loved it. It was a great time. Before that, so that we didn't have to stand in line as often, we went. We actually shot over across the street to the chocolate bar. So they had phenomenal food, and yeah, we had a great time over there. So.
Did you get the chocolate martini?
No, actually, what did I get? I got the There was a beer similar to. Oh man,
Wow, you really did have a good time.
I didn't drive. Wait, no, I did drive. No, I was good. Yeah, I don't remember what mine was. It was
Oh.
some kind of like lemonade beer or something like that. It was really, really good. What did Eva get? Eva got there was a strawberry daiquiri, which was really good, and a Long Island. So that's usually her go-to.
Well, we just got Kevin coming into the comments. Come on, has chimed in. I have a feeling that the date of the social will be changed because that is the 19th, the Saturday, with All-Star basketball going on that weekend.
Yeah. Good call, Kevin. Yeah.
We moving that away. We'll talk to Jay, get everything set up. I mean, the only shout outs I got is Mr. Beans. Vic took extremely good care of us there. We had a blast. I mean, it was so fun. Toby, Ava, Miguel, who showed up later, all the pool teams that were there that were amazing and actually nice to us, not trying to, and everybody at the bar was having a great time. So everybody that was there, thank you guys so much for coming out and having a good time with us.
Mm-hmm.
We are working on our next live show, and it will be here within the next 2 weeks. So, Bri, I need to ask you the 17th, February 17th. Are you good for that day, or is it Thursday?
I'm pretty sure that'll work for me. Yeah.
All right. Well, Vinny, it's time to lock it down. So we are going to try for our next live show. We're going to try for the 17th, which is Thursday.
You got it.
Which is a little different for us, but we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like you said, Tom Brady, I give you crap because he's a Michigan guy, but man, to do that for 40, I'm 40 years old right now, and think if I could play NFL, it's like, come on, man. Like, I would have pulled a hamstring. Actually, I'm in the kid Little Giants going, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. But to do it for as long as he did, and you know something, to any quarterback in the league now, yeah, you're going to get your money. I understand you're going to get your money. Tom Brady was never the highest paid quarterback ever in the National Football League his entire career. And you want to know why? He won Super Bowls. He realized that him getting paid a little less lets them bring in talent on their team so they can go after Super Bowls. He's not stupid, folks. So just throwing that one out there.
Yeah, having a wife that makes $500 million doesn't hurt.
That
either.
always helps. That always helps. Yes, when you got a Victoria's Secret, angel, yep, you get paid.
You don't need much money. Yeah,
really don't. You really don't.
But she made you sign that prenup.
All right, so let's go through the rundown here. We're going to talk a little bit of Cavs here in a little bit. We might have a special guest next week with us on to talk Cavs with us, and it's not Kevin. So Kevin, don't get upset. We have another Cavs guy that has a podcast going that said he'd love to jump on with us and talk a little bit of Cavs with us. We're going to talk about a little bit about the Browns news and the NFL playoffs that just were down to the Super Bowl. And then Fat Boy Tuesday, you brought this up to me, Bri. Little Debbie's has switched over to ice cream. So you'll get our takes on that. And then finally, our top three, we are going to get into no Twitter announcement, ? Huh. It should be. Nope, it's not on there. I got to get it on to him. That's my fault, Red Leg. I'll get it fixed. We are going to get into our Super Bowl acts. Now, past or present. Okay? So, acts that you liked back in the day or future acts that you would like to see headline the Super Bowl. All right?
Okay.
That work for you, Brian?
So it's people that we want to see put on the halftime show. Is that correct? Or is it based on like our favorite acts in the past?
Either our favorite acts in the past. You can pick one for the past or one that you would like to see in the future do the Super Bowl.
Okay. Cool.
So wide range on that one.
Cool.
Also making too many Taco Tuesdays, so it'll be sparse for a little bit. Yeah, I get. And then I'm the crunch guy now, so no hard feelings at all. Now, Kevin, you're still stop it with that. You are the voice of the crunch, but you are still our Cavs correspondent. So still coming back.
We need a crunch correspondent, right?
We do need a crunch correspondent. Actually, we are taking. I think there's one more game left at home, and I think we're taking the kids to it. So
cool.
let me see here. Yeah, I forgot. Yep, forgot illegal ham on the on that one. So, Vinny, why don't we get into our
Trivia?
trivia? Yeah,
Sure.
thank you. As you can see, we're
Fooled
still
ya.
we're still trying to get our sea legs back from member Mr. B's. And we can't forget Harold Keelan at Lake Erie APA, who sponsors our show. Harold did not show up on our Eve night out, but he was not feeling the greatest, and we completely understand that. But he does. Him and Lake Erie sponsor our show. We love everything that Lake Erie APA is doing now. We're having a blast. Got some new stuff coming in. Plus, we're going to have some merch. And stay tuned because we got some stuff that Illegal Ham is going to be giving away here soon. So it's going to be some Cavs stuff, some Browns stuff, and some, I'm still going to say Indian stuff until they start playing baseball. All right. So we have some of that coming on. We'll announce those giveaways when it happens. But Brian, is your turn for trivia?
It's my turn.
All right. Well, let's do it, big fella. Come on.
Yep. So this year we have Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl. We have Matthew Stafford in the Super Bowl. Both former number 1 overall picks. I'm looking for the last time 2 number 1 overall picks played in the Super Bowl, 2 quarterbacks. I'll give you that hand, played in the Super Bowl against each other.
Oh.
So either the year, how many years it's been, or if you can just give me the 2 quarterbacks to do it, I'll accept any of those.
All right. I like it. That's a good one, Brian.
I stole it from somebody on the radio.
I'm going to flunk this like you would believe. I'm not going to. You steal it from Goldhammer. If you stole it from Goldhammer, we're going to have issues.
I didn't. It was a national show.
All right. Because I don't listen to those. I mean, it was hard enough listening to this week on any kind of ESPN and our local radio because of the Super Bowl that is. But you know something? I don't want to talk about that yet. Let's get into our Cleveland Cavaliers.
What
All right.
about
Oh no, your word of the day.
Oh, Vinny.
I'm joking.
We need some background music for it.
Yay, the word of the day.
Yay.
Yay, the word of the day.
See, we're all messed up.
All
I can do
right.
one live show and I throw the whole script out. We're everywhere now.
Jeez. All right,
Plus,
let
it
me-
doesn't help. Princess is going nuts up here, Bri.
She is.
She loves his word of the day.
I know. She's all excited. She's like, Vinny, give me that word of the day.
It's Bri that does it. All right, making sure I got my phones all set. Here is our word of the day.
Ziggurat.
Ziggurat.
Sounded like cigarette.
All right.
Ziggurat?
Ziggurat.
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 All right.
Ziggurat.
All right.
Does ziggurat mean?
Oh, he wrote them down too. I
Of
forgot.
course they did. To alter or distort, to create a wrong impression or change of meaning. Brief and usually trivial fact. Notable. Oh, sorry. Not able to. I can't read my own rating. Not able to clearly see objects far away. Or is it a Mesopotamian temple that resembles a pyramid?
Huh. Okay. I have another one that I will say at the end of the show. There is going to be a E on this one.
Oh, okay.
Is it a Pokemon character?
Ooh, that's a good one. It
That
could
might be my guess. Yeah.
could be a Pokemon character.
I think it's a Pokemon character. I think he's messing with us now.
D, F, all of the above. So can never go wrong with all of the
As
above.
soon as he heard it, I'm like, man, I have not smoked. God, it's been like a decade since I've had a cigarette. Now I'm going
Let's
like
see.
this. Like I'm just sitting there going, I could have one. Not gonna lie. I mean,
Cigarette. That would be like a Zapdos.
I mean, I'm just sitting here.
Yeah.
Some type of electric Pokemon.
Jeez.
I only know the original 151. I don't know any others.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, let's get into our Cavaliers. All right. Are we done with all the intro stuff? Because it's been a while.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are. Let's talk some Cavs.
All right. Cavs are on fire, Bri. They are just, I know they lost one, a crappy one, but, they were down like 20 and still came back and almost made it a game. I can't believe how fun I've actually watched games now. So you should be proud of me. I actually watched some Cavs games. They're actually playing as a team, dude. Like, this is unreal. Like, I got to give Bickerstaff a lot of credit. I got to give Kevin Love probably a huge amount of the pie for swallowing his pride down and realizing where he's at on this team. And you know something? Kobe Altman finding diamonds in the rough. I mean, I know Okuro's not scoring like he should be. Man, that guy can shut down anybody on defense.
Mhm.
You got Garland. You got Mobley's a little dinged up right now. Garland was out last night with a little back thing, but they still won. They're still playing as a team. And other guys that you're not even hearing of are stepping up and actually doing something. Like, it is absolutely crazy how well this Cavs team is playing together. And, I never thought that we would be close to making the playoffs, this year, because I figured it'd be a lot of young kids. You still got to learn. You still got this. I'm telling you what, Brian, like, I think they can make a playoffs and make a serious case and a run at it too. If they get a good jump. I mean, if they get a good matchup and they can run, I can see them move deep into the playoffs. What about you, bud?
So first off, for our other viewers that are like me that are unable to watch games, what do you have cable? Where are you able to watch them on?
Oh, I have cable.
Cable Spectrum?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because a lot of us are unable to watch the game, so like I gotta watch the highlights the next morning on YouTube. But I need to go out to the bar and watch some more games. And I was looking at the schedule because one of my buddies was out last night watching and asking if I wanted to come up and join him. But I think they play the 76ers here in a couple weeks on like a Saturday. And they have they have a game this Friday against the Hornets, and I think they play the Spurs and the Pacers a couple times. So they have a lot of winnable games. They don't have many tough games coming up. I think they play the Rockets also. So they can make a little bit of a run right now before the All-Star break hits, because it's almost working out in our favor because Garland's a little banged up now. That's what maybe scares me the most about it. But time will tell whether he can come back full strength. And the fact that it's a back, really, nobody really knows how long this is going to last. It's not like it's a broken bone or a pulled this or a torn that, where you can say, well, typical the time to recover is 6 to 8 weeks or whatever. So we just don't know with him. But I was thinking the other day, like, what are your expectations now that we're a couple months into this season? What are your expectations for this game, for this team? Like, at the end of the year, looking back on it, if we go this far, you will say that's a pretty good year.
All right. Well, first off, if they make the playoffs, I mean, it's a good year for this team because it gives them a little bit of playoff experience. I expected to maybe get past the first round, but after that, like, you still got a lot of games to play. I mean, we still got like 30 games to play or something like that. It's something unreal.
Mhm.
But I mean, there's still a lot of games to play. But I mean, like, when you and I talked about it beforehand, you're looking at the Cavs. We're looking at it as a process. You're getting a lot of young talent. It's going to take a lot for that young talent to kind of come together and kind of gel together and play together. But it seemed like once they put Markkanen, Mobley, and Jared Allen, and we were all like, hey, we were like the smart ones in the room going, why are you going big while everybody else is going small? Well, guess what? Smartest guys in the room right now are them, because those 7-footers, wingspan, nobody's driving in and scoring on them. And then you got Okoro, who's playing a wing outside, and his defense, he can guard anybody. So at that point in time, you're just sitting there looking like, okay, well, what do we do now? So, like, I do think that for them to make a really big playoff push. Now, I'm not saying they have to go after a big name. I don't think they do because I think they got enough team here. I still think they need to go for a couple shooters. I mean, I heard J.R. Smith is willing to come back to, light it up. I saw
Off the links, he'll get off the links and come to
he'll,
Cleveland.
he'll get off the list. Well, I don't know if he'll come to Cleveland, but if he needs a shooter,
We take him. We love him. Other than one blunder in the finals, we would absolutely take him.
yeah. And I hope the
But
Cavs.
I'm with you. I think the Cavs expectations, my expectations for them now is to win a playoff series. Not really expectations. I mean, I just expect them to make the playoffs, but I would be happy if they won at least one playoff series. Before the season, I'm like, I'll be happy if they make the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
But these first couple months have shown us that we're progressing at a faster rate than any of us thought, and they're talking now that you wouldn't rather have any duo under 25 years old than Garland and Mobley. And I think that says a lot about our coaching staff, about a lot about our talent evaluation, and just, we hate hearing it in Cleveland here, but it's sticking to the process. And Darius Garland wasn't anything special his first couple of years in the league, but he's kind of took the league by storm, and I think he's going to be an up-and-comer that you're going to hear a lot about over the next calendar year. People are going to start expecting a lot from him. And I just worry that the Cavs are putting too much on his shoulders because he doesn't have a whole lot of backcourt help.
Well,
and, if something happens to him, who knows?
Yeah, because, you sit there and look at it, though, but, they got ravaged by injury. Rubio going out, Sexton going out. Those are two guys in your backcourt that you're expected to be. Rondo's still trying to find his way. It's not that Rondo's not a professional. You need a little bit more out of Rondo than what he's giving you. At least that's what I think. But you sit there, you lose those two guys. Rubio was playing amazing here, and for him to take over the second team and kind of give those guys a little bit of a break, give them a change of pace was amazing. So I honestly think that, Brian, I think during the trade, I think they're going to go, and I don't even know if it's going to be a wing player, but I have a feeling it might be, a nice guard for them, a smaller guard to kind of help carry the load along with Rondo and Garland. But, man, you still need a guy that can knock the three ball down. And, this day and age, it's amazing that's where we're at. Because, like, when you and I grew up, it was bloody noses and face mask and driving to the paint, dunks and everything else. And now kids are throwing up shots from half court. And it's like, all right, like, we're not used to it. But, that's where we're at right now. And in Columbus, the Browns need a big at quarterback. Cavs know how to construct a roster. I knew these one-liners are coming in with the bigs. But
I'll take a 7-foot quarterback.
I'll take a 7-foot quarterback. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I saw Gauskas and he's not as athletic as what you think he is.
Was Brock Osweiler 6'7", something like that?
Yeah, look where he's at now.
He's probably the tallest quarterback to play. I can't remember anybody taller than him.
I can't either.
Maybe that could be a good trivia question for
Paxton Lynch is pretty tall too.
Who's that?
Paxton Lynch is pretty tall too.
Yeah, he was probably pretty close to that.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, but if not to look too much forward into the future, and we'll have plenty of time to talk about what the Cavs do in the offseason, but if Garland and Sexton can find a way to coexist, look out, because the thought before was, well, if you have Garland out there and you have Sexton out there at the same time, we're going to be huge liability in defense because those two guys are too small. They can't guard all the positions, or the perimeter positions. They'll just get eaten up by bigger guys. But if we have 3 7-footers behind them, the Cavs right now are one of the best defensive teams in the league. And, how many times, what's the record when they give up under 100 points? It's pretty damn good. So,
like, almost every night they're giving up 100 points.
Right. I wouldn't think one guy getting thrown into the starting lineup would affect that too terribly. So, and then you have you have Okoro coming off the bench, or maybe he can play the 3 against smaller teams and have Markkanen come off the bench. But yeah, it's exciting. I don't know. I don't know what you do at the trade deadline. Like Kevin said a couple weeks ago, if there's a deal out there to be made, you make it, but you don't want to sacrifice your future for it. So yeah, I think this team is coming into its own, and I'd be fine riding it out. It's not a LeBron team where we have to just go all in for this year. We can let them mature and develop organically, and come through. Hopefully this year, but if not, the next 2, 3, 4 years, see them grow together.
Well, and also we got to factor in, along with that, I mean, you got an extra $8 million off of Rubio because it was a season-ending injury. So
Right.
they got a little bit of cash to play with. And you know something? The way I've seen it move, and especially the way the NBA is, especially guys that are wanting to dump payroll and everything else, you can be like, all right, I'll give you a second rounder for this guy. Like, obviously, you don't want him on your team, but, trade him to us. I'll give you a second rounder and go from there. Because, I mean, we all know that most of the time you're trying to get in the top 15 in the draft to get, your guy. I mean, you might find a diamond later on. You might find a Draymond Green. You might, you know what I mean? But it's not that often that you do. Those are guys are developmental guys. Those are guys who are filling roster guys. But, I mean, to give up a second rounder for, I mean, I've heard, what is it, Cam Reddish has come out. There's been other names. God, there's been so many other names that have come out.
What with Cam Reddish? He said he won't.
Well, no, I mean, you got New York, who is just a dumpster fire. They were like the darlings last year, and they just suck now.
Oh, they're looking. Team's looking. What is it? He on the Hawks? Hawks are looking to trade Cam Reddish.
Well, they're not looking to trade, but I mean, that's what there's rumblings with everybody of like, you have shooters all around going, well, we're paying him too much here, but he's still a good player, but he doesn't fit what we're trying to do. So it's like, you have those guys in the NBA that I think you get it, especially if it's either younger. I think it should be a younger piece to go with the young people that you have here. But even if you get a veteran shooter, guy's going to bring nothing but experience with him too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you mentioned Cam Reddish. I would take him. I don't know. I haven't followed his NBA career a whole lot, but he was a top pick in the draft, and coming out, he was 6'8". He was like a kind of a 3-and-D guy, and that's kind of what this team needs. Obviously, we've kind of made our bones being a defensive team, but we could always use shooting. So it kind of almost reminds me of like a LeBron team. We just need those shooters. We don't need another guy to clog up the middle. We need guys to flare out and get behind the 3-point arc and just spot up and wait for your playmakers to make a move and dish it out to them, and then have them knock down the open 3 when they get the chance. So who knows? Maybe they sign veterans that can shoot the 3. Maybe they trade for 1 or 2 that is a little older. Guys like Kyle Korver and JJ Redick, they can play in the league for 15 years. All they have to do is sit back and knock down 3s. So you might be able to get a guy like that pretty cheap, I would think.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out because trade deadline is, I think, the 8th. So here, I think it's middle of the week next week, bud. So
next Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a show right before then, and we'll see what the rumors are. Also, I have, if we can get into where I think we're getting in on the 17th, I think we should do a special show next Tuesday, especially with the All-Star game coming here for Cleveland. If you were in charge of showing people around Cleveland and having a good time, where would you take them?
Cool.
We could do that for Fat Boy Tuesday, right?
Sure. Yeah. Bars, restaurants.
Yeah. All right. So on that note, we're going to transition over into our, playoffs and coaching changes. Browns are included with that. Our assistant general manager got snagged up by the Vikings. Which kind of helped us out because we got a few picks after that. We have signed a punter today. I saw that on like a reserve practice squad kind of thing. I don't know what they're signing him to.
You remember his name? Was he a like household name or anything?
No, hold on. Vinny, can you look that up for us? Brown Moose, please. But then also we had this weekend was a great time to be a Cleveland fan because Von Miller said that he wanted to come to Cleveland, and OBJ pretty much told him to not come here.
See, and maybe you can clarify this because I really don't know. I didn't look into it much, but I heard those rumors too. But like I didn't think Von Miller was never a free agent. We were always going to have to get trade for him. So did the Browns have a trade in place?
Anything for him?
The Browns had a trade in place, and he called OBJ and said, "Hey, should I come join you in Cleveland?" And he said no, or what happened?
So it's a Sports Illustrated article, so I got to say that before we do anything else.
Okay.
But I guess they were rehabbing together in the offseason, right? And through everything else that was going on here, they rehabbed. Everything was happening. Von Miller knew he was getting out of Denver at some point in time. Supposedly, they wanted to play together because they rehabbed together. They spent time together, which we all joked around about, like, hey, Von might come to Cleveland because he practiced him and OBJ, blah, blah, blah. OBJ just pretty much straight out told him, don't come to Cleveland. Just straight up told him, don't come to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And, and I got to save most of my energy for the next show because I'm super upset about it. I mean, I'm pissed. Like that. I mean, that just pretty much tells you that he just quit on you this entire season. And he wanted out. And guess what? His dad throwing out that video, he could have even told his dad, he goes, Dad, I wasn't even targeting those routes, but throw it out there because I wanted to look bad. I want everybody to look bad. So that is some crazy stuff that came out. And I still don't understand why Cleveland gets this rap of people saying, don't come here, don't come here, don't come here.
It would be fascinating to me to hear an OBJ interview, and hopefully he's telling the truth and he's honest, because I know Cleveland Browns fans take it as a slight at the city. They think, well, he just doesn't want to be in Cleveland. And that's probably true to an extent because
we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, Brian. Like,
he's Hollywood. OBJ is Hollywood. LeBron is Hollywood. They want to be in LA. They want to feel like a big deal. I get it. That's cool. But you can coexist, and you can, if you're playing well and you're putting up numbers, you can be happy. I think it's more on his relationship with the quarterback, because how does a quarterback not throw you the ball? Hardly ever. And you're the number one receiver on the team. Even guys like Devontae Parker for the Dolphins get 8 targets a game because he's the number one receiver. Like, it's almost like our quarterback went out of his way to not throw it at him. And we can debate till the cows come home why that is, why the coach didn't stand up to Baker and say, listen, you got to throw this guy the ball more. I don't know. It's kind of a inner locker room politics, I'm sure, and it's a lot of drama between grown men, which I just don't understand. But I don't know why. I don't know why he's not happy in Cleveland, but it just, for whatever reason, wasn't a fit for multiple reasons, I'm sure.
Well, my biggest thing is I understand, like, not getting the ball and all that stuff. There's a lot of things, like you said, we could argue about the entire time. But at that point in time, when I hear that, Bri, if you don't want to be here, are you going to play your heart out? No. Hell no. You're going to go about 75%, if that, and just coast through until you figure out what's going to happen. The thing that kind of upsets me, though, is if you look at the front office, if this is what's going on behind the scenes and what they were talking about, and we don't know, but at that point in time, front office should have just cut him right at the beginning of the year then. Why the hell even bring that kind of drama in? Because it was going to be a headache, which it was. And it bloomed its wonderful head during a playoff run for us because somebody's dad put out a video. You know what I mean? Like but it does. I mean, people hear that stuff. People say that stuff. People see that stuff. And it comes out like that. And it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, seriously?
I think there's no doubt in my mind that the locker room was divided, and it wasn't a very fun place to be this year. And there's a lot of guys who are professionals, so I'm not going to call out anybody by name, but there's a lot of guys that are professionals that put in a professional effort, and regardless of what their teammates are doing, they're going to go out there, they're going to give it 100% every down, every snap. But there's a lot of guys in the league that that need to be babied. They need to be coddled. They need to be feel like they're important. And we have too many of those on this team to really put forth a team effort and try to win some of these games. And it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of stuff that we don't need that, if we were winning, I'm sure it would have cured it all or a lot of it. Who knows if OBJ ever would have been happy here, because not only was he probably not happy with the city and with the team to begin with, the fact that he's not getting the ball at all is, it was probably it was the icing on the cake for him. Like, what am I doing here? I'm not really happy here. I don't want to be here. And I'm not getting any numbers and my money's going down. So, yeah, I'm not going to stick up for him.
Times that he got hit in the hands and dropped the ball here, but I'm seeing him making one-handed catches in LA like it's fucking known business. But here he gets hit right in the face and he can't catch it here.
He
I
can't
think-
take the cold
I think-
weather.
Was that Vinny?
Yeah, he said he can't take the cold weather.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, that could be the case. But
Oh, that's all right.
we saw him have a damn good career in New York with Eli Manning. We saw him, rebound with Matthew Stafford. So to me, it's, one of these things is unlike the other two. So that's the quarterback. I don't know why he doesn't throw him the ball. To only have 200-yard games in a couple of years.
I understand what you're saying about the quarterback, Brian, but he hated Eli Manning also. He threw Eli
that's
Manning
hearsay.
under the bus.
That's hearsay, I think.
What do you mean that's hearsay? They even asked Eli about OBJ, and he will not even sniff a comment about it. He wants nothing to do with OBJ.
I don't buy that because they went to the same high school. If you can prove me wrong, that's fine. But I don't really think that.
Did OBJ call out Eli for not throwing the ball? Yes.
I have no idea. I can't honestly say he did or he didn't. I don't know. But they made it work. If they didn't like each other, you couldn't tell because they made it work because he had the most productive first 3 years in the league out of any receiver ever. So
I get it. I get it.
I mean, I don't know. I guess the lines have been drawn. You've picked your sides.
Oh no, I'm
If
just bitter.
it's an OBJ thing, if you think it's a Baker thing, you've kind of made up your mind.
No, I'm just bitter Browns fan because it doesn't happen here.
Right.
That's it.
And that's why, I'm saying it's not just a one guy thing. When we traded OBJ, had the team just flipped around and looked completely different, I'd be like, okay, it was probably OBJ. But we didn't really look a whole lot different after he left.
It's completely fine. Let's talk about the playoffs. We're getting off of this because no matter what's going to happen, we're just going to have a circular conversation. So, and it has nothing to do with Baker Mayfield or anything else. Everybody has their opinions. It's just like I sit there. He was injured the entire time. He didn't get on the field that much. When he was on the field, he got injured. It just, it is a mixed mosh of a whole bunch of stuff. It is quarterback, front office, OBJ, locker room divide. And I agree with you, Brian. It's a lot of stuff. It's not just one thing. It's just a toxic cesspool of just shit. It's just shit. But let's get into the right now. We got the Bengals playing the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl. Joey B. What do they call him? Cash Money. They call him a whole bunch of other stuff.
Franchise Joey. Did you hear his quote, by the way?
No.
He had a quote on a podcast, and I want to make sure I get this right. Joe Burrow said, "It's not where you start, it's where you finish. I'll always be an LSU Tiger. I don't know why Ohio State fans try to claim me." What do you think about that? That's verbatim what he said.
Uh-huh. Which podcast was this?
This was the Let's Go podcast.
Uh-huh. And who's the host of that?
Tom Brady was on there. Tom Brady also was quoted as saying, "Leaving that godforsaken school was the best decision he ever made." Yeah, I mean, you could Google this if you don't believe me. So do you still claim Joe Burrow as one of your own Ohio State guys, even though he said
It's all right.
he's
Go
an
ahead.
LSU Tiger?
You're just a hater. It's okay. It's fine.
Vinny, Google it and show him so he
Yeah.
knows I'm not just making this up.
No, that's
Yeah.
Joe
fine.
Burrow came
That's-
out and said he's not an Ohio State guy; he's an LSU Tiger.
That's
Are you
completely.
still going to claim him?
I'll do whatever I want. I'm an Ohio State fan. I don't give a shit. Where did he spend most of his college career at? Ohio State.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to get the other side, trying to like he's talking directly to you, and I'm trying to find your rebuttal here. He's
More
still
power-
a Buckeye, huh?
Hey, more power to him. If he wants to be a Tiger, be a Tiger. I don't give a shit. You do
Okay.
whatever you want.
He's
That's
a
like
Buckeye, to you, huh?
That's like our boss trying to Xbox trying to root for Ohio State and Penn State. Can't do it.
It does say that Tom Brady praised Joe Burrow, jokes that leaving Ohio State was the best decision
Oh,
ever.
jokes.
Didn't actually say that.
Oh, okay.
So
That
it
was a direct
yes.
quote.
but
Oh, it was a direct quote. All right, fake
Yeah.
news.
Leaving that godforsaken school was the best decision he ever made.
Fake
And Joe
news.
Burrow kind of agreed with it. I mean, he's probably a little bitter. I'm sure he's not sending Christmas cards to Urban Meyer anytime
I
soon.
bet he's not either. It's not my fault. Urban Meyer didn't think he was good enough. What do you want from me? He got
Well,
hurt.
in Urban Meyer's defense, he kind of made the right decision because Dwayne Haskins had a hell of a year.
Well, and
I mean, it's just, I mean, he sucks as a pro, but Joe Burrow.
Oral. What do you want to do? Like, I mean, you got all these kids jumping from Oklahoma going to USC right now to follow Lincoln Riley. Like, is that fair? Like, what do you want me to tell you? You signed a contract to go to a school.
Do you have quarterback envy with Joe Burrow? Of
I do a little bit.
course. So do I.
I'm not gonna lie. I do.
I mean, the Bengals, the Browns have a better team than the Bengals do. Let's not make any mistake about that. I mean, I don't think there's any comparing. But what scares me is the Bengals have three things the Browns don't have, and they're three huge parts. And it's a quarterback, obviously, no doubt, a quarterback, a playmaker on the outside that you have for the next 10 to 15 years, and a kicker, a stud kicker, and all of them are under or 25 years old or younger. So that scares the hell out of me, to be honest, as a Browns fan. But I don't know. We can beat them with defense. We can beat them with the run game, but the quarterback covers up a lot of blemishes, and we're seeing that with these playoffs because the Bengals look dead to rights in the first half, and
God,
I think the Chiefs got cocky, to be honest, because
too.
they should have scored 4 touchdowns in the first half, and you're telling me all they could muster in the second half was the last second field goal. They got cocky, and the Bengals took advantage of it.
Yes, they did. And on the other side, I didn't even watch any of the Rams game.
No, neither did I, because I lost my bet for the Chiefs game, so I was going with football.
You're just done after that. You're like, yep, I'm good.
here, Toby. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, all right. So we have OBJ for the Rams, and then we have Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. And I as I was telling Vinny, because this is another thing that upsets me, Bri, is in the past 20 years, 3 AFC North teams have made it to the Super Bowl. There's only one that hasn't.
Past 10 years.
It's just unreal. It's like I'm sitting here watching now. Granted, Cincinnati caught fire, and they got lucky on a few things. Like I did see a Mixon not be tackled, and then just throw the ball on the ground, and then it picked up. Nobody touched him. Didn't see that happen, but obviously nobody called that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's other stuff. But something you gotta give Cincinnati credit. They toughed through a lot of really close, tight, shit games, and they came out on the other side. And I don't know how, but they did. And you know something? We sat there, we joked around about their coach. They came out in that second half, lit up. That defense changed.
Yeah.
They stopped Patrick
Absolutely.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
And unreal what they did. So kudos to them. I think it'll still be a fun Super Bowl, but we still got what, 2 more weeks. So it's not next Monday. Is it next Monday?
Next Monday, what?
Super Bowl.
No.
Next Sunday, yeah. And we have one Sunday off with Pro Bowl is this weekend,
Okay.
and then the Super Bowl, which do we know the Browns that are playing in the Pro Bowl to give us something to get excited about this weekend? I'm sure Miles is there.
Batonio, Treader, and I think Chubb.
Treader or Teller?
Oh, Teller. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Antonio Teller,
okay.
Chubb, and I think Garrett are all there.
Is Denzel in it?
I don't know because there's so
He
many
might be.
there's so many people that are injured
I know.
and are
Right.
getting backups brought in. So I don't know who's all there for the Browns, but I know Batonio and Teller will be there, and I think Miles will be there too.
I saw Kirk Cousins is going to go as a quarterback for the NFC. So
Yeah.
that can tell you how far down the list. And we'll probably get to Kirk Cousins here in the next few weeks if the Browns want him or not.
He'll be there.
Yeah, Ward's going to be there. So there's
Oh,
5.
Ward is good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
He did
that'd be good. All right, Brian, do you want to do like a Super Bowl predict, or we want to save that till next week?
No, let's do it next week.
All right, because hold on, Pro Bowl, we can't do it next week. They're playing next week, right?
No. We have next week's show, and then it'll be
that's
after next
right.
week. We can do a Pro Bowl predict if you want.
I don't want to do a Pro Bowl predict. Yeah,
That's where the degenerate gamblers get involved.
Turner.
There was one year I was just fiending for something, and I went on DraftKings and set it like a fantasy football lineup for the Pro Bowl, and it was just terrible. I mean, guys play 2 series and then they're done. So it's just such a crapshoot. So yeah, unless you got real problems, you don't want to be watching the Pro Bowl.
All right. We also had, before we switch over to Fat Boy Tuesday, we also had a coaching carousel. It looks like your boy might be going to Minnesota.
Is that right? I know
but-
you. Yeah,
He wins one game against Ohio State and gets the hell out of there.
smart.
Hey, I don't blame him. Get back where he doesn't have transfer portals. That's fine.
I agree.
We have McDaniels to the Raiders. We have, God, what were the other ones, Bri? They all happened quick and fast.
Dable for the Giants, I think.
And yeah,
Who went Hackett to the Broncos, which people think they're just pining for Aaron Rodgers to go there.
yes. And then
The Bears, who the Bears hire? Eberflus from
how do you know that name. Who is
the
Miami
Colts
now?
defensive coordinator. Miami, I don't think it's hired anybody yet.
Nope, Miami hasn't hired anybody yet.
Yeah.
All right. So
Nothing too crazy other than maybe McDaniels going to the Raiders is kind of a big deal, and
I thought it might have been Harbaugh go to the Raiders. I thought they might be like, But-
my fingers are crossed that he still loves Baker as much as he did in the pre-draft process, and maybe we could do a swap.
you never know. We'll find out. All right,
And there was early talk that John Dorsey might go there to be their GM. So we know who he likes.
yes, we do.
One can dream.
Oh, and by the way, stay tuned for next week when we get into Johnny Manziel. Just letting you know, because what a dick that guy is.
What's he doing? He's irrelevant. He hasn't succumbed to the fact that nobody cares what he thinks, what he tweets, what he says anymore. So he's just trying to make news, I guess.
He's just a Twitter troll now. I mean, what do you? I don't know. He's just got to chime into his 2 cents. So
Hang on wherever you can.
yeah, it's all right. Let's go get drunk on the plane. Go play Pittsburgh. All right, Vinny, let's get into Fat Boy Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
And now it's time for Fat Boy Tuesday.
And we do not have a sponsor for Fat Boy Tuesday, but we should have a sponsor for Fat Boy Tuesday. Dunkin' Donuts, just something like that. Just let you know. Just how would it awesome be have Dunkin'?
Local donut shop.
Oh yeah,
Shout out your local donut shop. How about it? Let's get the ball rolling.
we got Cocky's Bagels here in North Olmsted. That'd
Okay.
be a little one. We got place Danny Boy's Pizza. We got local establishments around here that should just sponsor Fat Boy Tuesday like you wouldn't believe.
Spud nuts too.
Spud nuts too.
There you go,
Yeah.
man.
Spud nuts.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
that's good. We have I just
Cupcakes.
drove past it the other day in Brunswick. They're celebrating their 50th year. It's Donut Land in Brunswick off of 303 and 42. Really good stuff.
Well, for this Fat Boy Tuesday, Bri has brought it to my attention, and I have seen it. I have not bought it yet, but Little Debbie Snacks has transferred over into the ice cream business. They have got all their Little Debbie Snacks in ice cream flavors now. So, boys, and Toby, that is hilarious. So I got to put that up there. Yeah, I know you got our Spud nuts. I knew that was going to come out at some point in time. But I mean, what do you guys think about Little Debbie ice cream with all the flavors?
Genius.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Genius.
Yeah.
It was a matter of time. And I did see, my wife showed me yesterday that the Walmart down in Ashland has them if you're looking for them. So I don't know if it's a Walmart thing or what, but
Harry here in our Walmart.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you saw that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I got smacked. I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, look at that. No. I'm like, all right, I'll go get nutty bars and then we'll just go.
Do you have all the flavors? I think there's 7 flavors.
There
different
is
flavors.
Yes. So
I,
you got nutty bar, cosmic brownie, the zebra cakes, the
zebra cakes.
ho-hos,
Honey buns,
honey buns,
strawberry shortcake,
strawberry shortcake. Vinny's looking it up now.
oatmeal cream
yeah.
pies.
Yeah, oatmeal cream pie. Oh my god, that'd be a great ice cream, would
Right?
it not?
Oatmeal cream pie.
Oh,
Maybe more of them.
all right. So
Yeah,
Vinny,
genius.
I mean,
Okay,
that's
here it
like
is.
the smartest
Oatmeal
thing.
cream pie, cosmic brownie, zebra cakes, honey bun, strawberry shortcake, Swiss roll ice cream,
Ho-hos.
nutty bars. Those are it.
Yeah.
So it continues.
Dude, that's amazing.
Huh.
I
How
want
did the bears not happen before?
a nutty bar one now.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I definitely want nutty bar.
I think the nutty bar and the zebra cake would probably be the best.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Jocelyn with the Christmas trees. They're the same
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Shut
That's basically what a zebra cake is, though.
They just change out the
Oh.
little design.
They add a little sprinkle on it.
Yeah, please.
Honey bun. I mean, how could honey bun be bad?
Oh, that would be good too.
That would be good.
I mean, I can't find a bad one of the bunch.
Better. I mean, you got everything. We're gonna. All right. Here's the goal. Each one of us before next week.
Rank top 3.
No.
Try-
Not big top 3. Grab one. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Bri, I'm going to let you choose first of which one you're getting to try.
All right.
Well, it's tough. I feel like normally I'll go the Nutty Buddy, but I feel like I have a lot of like peanut butter type ice creams like that. So I'm gonna think outside the box. I'm going honey bun.
Okay, you're going to Honey Bun?
Yep.
I give you the next choice.
Oh no. I'm gonna defer.
You're going to defer?
Because I got 2 that I would go for in a heartbeat. So
I'm
it's not
gonna
gonna make
go-
a difference what you say. I'll go with the other one.
As a childhood thing, I'm going to go with the Cosmic Brownie.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're left with the other one, Benny.
Nope. I'm left with my 2 choices. I don't know which one I'm gonna choose.
What do you got? Let us choose for you.
I'm either it's either gonna be the oatmeal cream pie or it's gonna be the Nutty Buddy. So
The oatmeal cream pie because it's a little different.
oatmeal cream pie. Okay.
That's what I say.
Yeah,
Go that
I mean, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
So,
That's a classic.
and next Fat Boy Tuesday, we will come back on here. All right. We'll give our rating of it and see how good it is. All right.
Cool.
All right. Well, Vinny, it's time for our top 3, buddy.
Oh man.
Because
Again?
yeah, it's all right. So our top 3 is Super Bowl acts. Let me bring this up. And the reason why I put it out here is because everybody has, I don't even know who the Super Bowl show is this year.
I do.
Who is it?
It's my number 2.
It's your number 2.
You
Oh,
want
it's,
me to go first?
oh, it's Eminem, Dr. Dre, and all them.
Oh, that's right.
All right. So, you have, it's mostly pop stars. It's all this stuff. So what I'm bringing up to you guys is you could either do a past Super Bowl that you enjoyed or one that you think deserves to do a Super Bowl show. That work?
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, let Vinny go.
Let Vinny go because he's got his 3 here. Number
All
3.
My number 3 was Aerosmith and NSYNC in 2001. Brought on Britney Spears and Nelly. They did great job with Walk This Way. So I was very happy with all that. Son of a bitch.
And it just keeps coming. Brian, you didn't see that?
No, what was that?
Toby chimed in and said he figured that Vinny would want a cream pie.
It was almost chosen for me. I was, had that toss up.
That's what she said.
My number 2, like I said, is actually going to be this year. I'm actually pretty excited to see Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, all up there on stage as well. So, what kind of performance that they're going to have. My number 1, 2007, Prince, Purple Rain.
Right.
Right there at the end, singing Purple Rain. It started to downpour and everything. Shine those purple lights up. Huge shout out actually to LA, who we were kind of bringing that up to her.
Yeah.
And she was saying the same thing. So yeah, excellent call there, LA. Purple Rain in the Rain right there.
All right. First off, I got to answer this question. No, I'm not kidding because I have more important shit to do than worry about the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me right now? I got 2 kids. I got 2 podcasts. I got a dog. I got a cat. I got a wife. I got my cousin Vinny. I got Big Brian. I got shit going on. All right.
I take a lot of time.
Jeez.
A lot of maintenance for that drama king. I hear you.
All right. Brian, you want to give me your top 3, bud?
Yeah, I will. I went a little bit of a different direction, but Vinny's right with Eminem this year because I saw somebody said with Matthew Stafford and Eminem at the Super Bowl, that'll be the closest thing Detroit has ever had. To the
That's
Super
true.
Bowl. So, I mean, take it how you get it. Yeah. The way I went was acts that I would like to see, and I sprinkled in maybe one that has already been there before. My number 3, I tried to keep it, different genres, so it's not just the same pop or classic rock or whatever. So my number 3 is Leonard Skinner. I think they just have too many hits. I don't know how entertaining they would be. Obviously, they're not going to be up there dancing around and having, their shirts ripped off or anything like that. But yeah, their catalog is as good as any. So they're 3. Number 2, I'll throw in Katy Perry. I'd like to see those Sharks up there again, and I think she has enough songs to keep it entertaining for the whole time. And my number 1 is probably the best concert, best live performance I've ever seen in person, and that is Eric Church. I saw him at the Q a couple years ago. He puts on a great show. I think he'd be good. I don't know if there's ever been a country act at the Super Bowl halftime show. Maybe Shania Twain might have done it, or Garth Brooks, or somebody like that. But yeah, maybe when it's in Dallas or something like that, Georgia, maybe have a country act there.
All right. So my number 3, and I can't believe you guys are forgetting this. Janet's titty popping out. Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. I mean, that titty popping out. That's got to be like one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows ever.
I remember that Super Bowl
because they're like, I don't know what to do. There's a boob, and then they couldn't figure it out after that.
The 8-year-old Brian would have loved it.
I know I loved it because I was like, did that just happen?
That started the wardrobe malfunction.
I know
didn't
it did. It did.
Then you got Britney Spears and there's a whole bunch of other ones.
It went downhill after that. Went downhill after that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. My number 2, Queen. I would love to see Queen. Now, granted, it'd be an Adam Lambert.
I would have loved to see Queen,
but just old school Queen. And my number 1, and I got to get it back in the day, like a full Ozzy show. Ozzy and Black Sabbath. just completely rocking out a Super Bowl and
Yeah.
just having a blast.
Question: Is Adam Lambert with Queen now?
Yes,
Is he really?
yes, he is the lead
Sounds
singer.
good.
So
Wow.
he still does his stuff, but yes, he is the lead singer of Queen. Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's amazing, dude. You gotta go watch it. It is absolutely amazing. He does great.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's amazing. And yes, this year is going to be epic, especially with Eminem. Now,
Sure.
the other thing I don't understand is why they always get the people that are 60 years old most of the time going
Well,
up there to do a Super Bowl show.
Do
Like,
you remember last year's Super Bowl show?
was it Lady Gaga?
No, it was the weekend, and it was pretty bad.
Oh, that's right. I didn't
But
watch
it
it.
was COVID year, so maybe you chalk it up to them just trying to do too much. But yeah, I remember it. It was not good.
Yeah, like I always remember, like they always bring in the bands that are like past their prime to do it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I understand Eminem's still relevant, so is Dr. Dre and Snoop, but
Old school is a great way to go.
Oh, I mean, I
they
get
give
it.
you the best concerts. Nowadays a lot of laser shows, stuff like that. So a lot of things that distract you
Yeah.
from the music.
Yeah, right.
all right, well, let's close out our show. Let's get Vinny's word of the day out of the road real quick
Oh yeah.
because I'm still thinking it's a Pokemon, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Where did I hide it? Oh yeah. Here it is.
Ziggurat.
Ziggurat
Ziggurat.
was our word of the day.
I wrote down D.
Wrote down D. So
You
Brian picked D.
wrote down D.
What was D?
All right. When in doubt, go with C. C.
When in doubt, C. All right.
I don't even know what C was. I'm still thinking it's a Pokemon though.
The answer was in fact D.
Of course
Yes,
it was.
it's a Mesopotamian temple that resembles a pyramid symbol, stairs and stuff that go up the side and show the deity up there. So great job, Bri.
I have visited many ziggurats in my travels.
Very nice.
I have smoked very many cigarettes. on
Yeah,
my
do you believe that? I got some oceanfront property in Arizona for you.
There you
Oh,
go.
there it is. There it is. All right, Brian, let's get your trivia real quick.
Yep, I'm looking for. Well, you gonna play the sounder or just go?
No,
for
no,
it?
Sounder. We're at the end of the show.
Yep, looking for the last time two number one overall picks that were quarterbacks played each other in the Super Bowl.
You're killing me, Smalls. It's been the 2000s.
Yeah, yep. It's been in the last 20 years. Been in the last 10. There's your final hint.
Ugh, you're killing me. No, no, no. Is Jared Goff one of the quarterbacks?
Nope. Good thought though. He was a number one pick and he did play in the Super Bowl, but he played Tom Brady.
Carson Wentz is not a number one quarterback. Well, I'm just going to pick a random year now because I'm drawing a blank. I can't pick two. I'm going to go 2011.
2016.
Yeah.
One of them was Peyton Manning
Oh shit. Okay, I got you.
with the Broncos. Peyton Manning with the Broncos. I'll give you that. Got the other one?
Who the fuck did they beat? It wasn't San Fran. No, I'm still drawing a blank, bud.
Beat the Carolina Panthers.
Cam Newton. Get the fuck out
Newton.
of here.
Yep. So only 5 or 6 years ago.
No, that's not bad. I mean, I was trying to pick a newer quarterback. I wasn't thinking of the older quarterbacks. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
I was thinking like Jared Goff versus somebody or a newer.
Almost there. Almost there.
So that's all right. I mean, that's a great trivia though, bud. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
And guess what? Now I am smarter knowing that Cam Newton and Peyton Manning played against each other.
There you go. Win a bar bet with that one.
And isn't it like G.I. Joe? And knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the
Knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Well, all right. Well, we are here at the end of our show. Thank you, everybody that watched. We love you guys. Like I said, if you guys have anything for us, please message us, comment, Legal Ham in the Face at Ham and Legal, YouTube. Message us, like our show, follow our show, because we love doing this. Like I said, we will be doing a whole bunch of giveaways here soon. So it's not anything fantastic. Don't expect a lot of stuff, but it's just some stuff that we're going to give away. All right. And on that note, Vinny, you want to tell them good night?
Hey, have a great night, everybody.
All right, Big Bri, you want to, God bless them?
God bless you. God bless America.
All right, I am that fat guy. We love our troops and our first responders. Thank you guys for everything that you do. And we are definitely uncorked, unloaded, and we are out. Thank you for watching.
Ziggurat.
Pokemon.